Hello, Secret. I'm Chris Wilson, and in this video, we will cover connecting to a secret node using DataHub. Secret contracts are the first implementation of general-purpose privacy preserving computations on the public blockchain. A secret app is a decentralized application leveraging secret contracts, and SecretJS is the Swiss Army knife to power JavaScript-based secret apps. In this walkthrough, we're going to write a Node.js script to introduce some of the basic concepts that are important to understand how SecretJS works. This will get us started with connecting to the secret network and learning how to develop more advanced applications. Let's go ahead and jump in by navigating to datahub.figment.io, adding our secret protocol from the list down below, clicking on it, and scrolling down to tutorial 1 and clicking start. Requirements for this tutorial are going to be the latest version of Node.js, any code editor like VS Code. Required packages are SecretJS and your .env, a Docker if you're using Windows, and Rust. In tutorial 5 will tell you how to do that. We have a guide here for the Docker if you're using Windows. This tutorial and practices are intended to be performed on Linux and Macs. If you have only Windows in your system, then you have to perform the tutorial exercises through WSL or by using Ubuntu in Docker. That's what I'm going to be doing. To know more about how to use Ubuntu and run Linux commands on Windows, please check out our tutorial by clicking on the link here. All right, let's get started by creating the SecretJS application. Before we can jump in and start using SecretJS, we need to set up our project and all required dependencies. Please make sure that you have Node.js plus 12 installed on your machine. First, let's make sure we have the right version of Node.js installed on our development machine. All tutorials in the Secret Network Learn pathway require at least version 12.x. However, there might be compatibility issues if you're using the most recent release, like 15.x. We encourage developers to use a version manager to easily switch between different Node.js engine versions without having to worry about breaking any existing projects and development setup. Popular options include NVM and ASDF Node.js. Check your current version with Node-V in your terminal now. All right, here is my project folder. And we created that file for the WSL2 file path by typing in mk director and then our name of our file and hitting enter. And then you can go ls, and it'll show you a list of your folders under that file way. And then you can hit code to open it in Visual Studio Code. And this was covered in the prerequisites under the Docker tutorial. If you didn't do that, I highly recommend going back and doing that. It will save you a lot of headache. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, here's our folder. Now in the terminal, Node-V, we have 12.19.1. And that's exactly what we wanted. The next step is to create a directory for your project where you will initialize the new Node.js project. We can do this by running npm initialize-y, which is going to be represented by init. Hit enter. There we go. It created our package.json file. Very beautiful. As a result, we'll see the package.json file. Now we need to go ahead and get our packages, the secret JavaScript for the secret network JavaScript API, the .env for working with environmental variables, and @iov/crypto for low-level cryptographic functionality. We can install those packets by running this script. There we go. We should see packages added to the package JSON. Just like that. And there it is. All right, now we can configure our environment by creating a .env file, which will hold all of our sensitive data. Now we never want to commit that file to a Git repository, so make sure to create a .gitignore file with the following content. Let's go ahead and do that. So under our project, create file, .gitignore, and then we're only going to have .env in it, and that will tell the Git repository to ignore the env file in here. So the gitignore tells it to ignore the environment file. So now we've done that. Let's hit Control S to save so that it actually applies it. We're going to create another folder, and that one's going to be called .env. Now inside that env file, we're going to want to have our secret REST URL and our secret chain ID. Our secret chain ID for the testnet will be holodeck-2, and for mainnet will be secret2. So let's go ahead and copy these. Let's open up a notepad, paste that in there, and then right here, your API key, we're going to replace that. You can find your API key by going back to the DataHub, scrolling up here, and there's your API key. So we're going to go ahead and copy that, paste it in there, and make sure you remove the carets. We don't need those. And then we're going to take this whole thing and copy it and put that in our environmental file and hit save. All right, now we will interact with the secret network. Now that we have completed the necessary configuration steps, we can finally start building our application. We will start by configuring the SecretJS package and check if everything works by fetching the node status. Let's create a connect.js file with the following code. So go in here, create file, connect.js. After we created the connect.js file, let's go ahead and copy this bit of code, put it in our connect.js file, and Control S. There are a few things happening in this code, so let's break it down a little bit. First, we load the secret network node client configuration from our environmental variables created in the previous step. Environment variables are convenient to use instead of hard-coding values in the code and only need to change in one place. Using SecretJS is super simple. All we have to do is require the package, and we should be good to go with COSM-WASM client, a generic client to interact with a COSM-WASM blockchain. Finally, in the main function, we initialize the client and get some network info. We can see that under the query chain ID and query chain height. Let's run the code node connect.js, and if everything goes right, we should see something similar to this. Awesome, we've successfully connected to the secret node. Let's go ahead and go back to DataHub, go to our main page, and next to tutorial 1, let's click verify. Awesome. Now that we've successfully connected to a secret network node using DataHub, we are ready to move on to the next tutorial where we will create a new secret account and fund it with testnet tokens. As always, if you've had any difficulties following this tutorial or simply want to discuss Secret in DataHub Tech, you can join our Discord in the link down below. I look forward to seeing you there, and until next time, happy coding.